Hello, today I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how you can create a tumbler topper using Glowforge. So you probably have seen some great tumbler toppers out there. They're really fun and festive and they make your cup personalized. And so today for tutorial part number 1, we're going to be designing a shape similar to this. And I am going to be designing my example for the 40-ounce Stanley tumbler. And the diameter of the top of my Stanley that I'm designing for is 3 inches across. And you'll need to definitely adjust your design to match the dimensions of your cup. So you want to measure what that diameter is across the top and make sure yours fits. But that'll be easy for you to do. Let's get to the designing. We're going to be designing today in Inkscape. I've got a sample here of one simple tag that's already done. So I'm going to show you step by step how to design your own. So in the Inkscape on the left-hand side, you can see all these great tools. I'm going to start with my rectangle tool, and I'm just going to pull out a rectangle and draw it on my workspace here. Go back to the selector tool. I see my rectangle is there, and remember I told you that my Stanley cup is 3 inches across. Make sure that your measurements are in inches. If they're in millimeters, you can change it there. And I'm going to change my width to 3. And I'm going to change my height for this one to 0.75. All right, there it is. And I'm going to lock that for now so that I can move it around without worrying about changing the size. Okay, now to make these rounded sides, I'm going to go back to the tool menu. I'm going to select the circle this time. I'm going to draw a circle or an oval on my screen workspace there. And just so that you can see what we're doing a little bit more easily, I'm going to change the color so you can see that. Now for this one, I'm going to change the width and the height to 0.75 so it will match the height of my rectangle. Unlock it in order to be able to do that. See, 7.75 by 0.75, that looks good. And now I'll go ahead and lock it. Make sure you have Snap In enabled. It's over here. It looks like a little magnet and it's on the right-hand toolbar. If you don't, you can just open that up. Make sure that you check that box to enable the Snap In. It will help you with the aligning to make sure that your circle goes right into the center. See that, how that does that for you? Yep, right there in the center of your rectangle. So that looks good. Now I need one for the other side. So I'm going to right-click and just duplicate and use my right arrow key on my keyboard to scoot it to the other side. That looks great. Now I need to select all of those shapes. And I can do this in one of two ways. I can either draw a large selection box around the whole thing. I will select them all. Or you also can choose one, hold down your shift key, choose the second one, keep your shift key held down, and select the third one. They're all combined there. I'm going to path at the top. And I'm going to go to Union. Okay. So it joined all of those shapes together, and we've got the basic shape that we want. You can see it there. It looks nice and rounded. Remember, I told you, though, that my Stanley top is only 3 inches across. And so if I had one this big, almost 4 inches, it would definitely not fit down on my tumbler. So I'm going to unlock the aspect ratio so I can change my dimensions again. When I add those circles, it made it too long. I'm going to make it 3 by 0.75, which is what I want. Hit enter or return. And I'm going to lock it back down. So now we have that basic part for our cup. Now I need to cut out a hole for my straw. So in order to do that, I'm going to go back to my great tool panel on the left, choose the circle shape, bring it out to the work plane, go back to selection. It's selected. And for this one, I'm going to make it only 1/4 of an inch is all I need. So I'm going to do 0.25 by 0.25. And I'm going to lock that down so I can move it without messing it up too much. And you want to make sure that you get yours pretty close to the end. You know, you've got to look at your top and see how much space is there between your straw and the end here. So now I'm going to select my circle, hold down shift, select my second shape, go back to path at the top, This time, instead of union, I'm going to choose difference. And now I've got the hole for my straw, just like that. Right, my next step is going to be to add my name. So in order to add your name, or you might want to put saying or pumpkin spice or pumpkin for everything, whatever you would like to do. I'm going to come over here to the text tool, click it, click on my workspace, and I'm going to type my name. My name's Bobby. I'm putting it in there. I'm going to go back to my selection tool, make it a little bit smaller so it fits on my tag. Let's scoot it up. There we go. It looks great. If you didn't like this text and you wanted a different one, this one particular one is called Disney Dreams. You can just go to the text menu and select text and font, and then you'll see that there are so many choices that will come up here for you. You also can upload your own fonts into Inkscape, and they will stay and be there for you as well. All right, so now we are ready to save this. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Save As, and it saves automatically as a scalable vector graphic. Is what you need for Glowforge, so that looks great. And I named it the Tumbler Topper base. I'm going to hit Save. And I'm going to replace it because I already named it. There we go. Okay, now we're ready to send this over to Glowforge. So I'm going to go to open up my Glowforge account. I'm going to say create a new design, and I'm going to upload that from a file. And I'm going to choose my Tumbler Topper base and hit open. There it is. Now I don't need all of these, right? So I'm going to go ahead and move this one. I'll zoom in a little bit so that you can see it a little bit better. There it is. I'm going to choose whatever color I'm making. I think I will do purple acrylic for that. And I'm going to put ignore on my name because I want to cut my name out in a different color. So I'm going to cut this one out in purple acrylic. It will be ready to go. When it is ready, you would just click on this print button here, send it to Glowforge, and it will cut it right out. And that is how you make a basic tumbler topper. And if you would like to add another design, then you can come back for part 2 of the video where I'll be showing you how you could add a pumpkin to this design with your name on top for fall or Halloween. See you next time.